Saints side for this afternoon. David Lyon making his debut. Signed in September, but troubled with a hamstring injury. But his debut this afternoon. Alan Hunt on the right wing. Gary Connolly, Jared McCracken and Tony Sullivan, the other three quarters. Ropati and Griffiths, the half-back pairing, with Harrison, Dwyer and Neil. Joint, Mann and Cooper, the back three. O'Donnell and Sean Casey are the substitutes. And David Lyon on the boots, but unable to play for injury. Well, that's holding down, isn't it? If that's just penalised Bernard Dwyer for it, and that was definitely held down longer than Bernard Dwyer. At least Bernard was trying to get off the man. But it's just outside the 20-metre area. Ropati moving it crossfield. George Mann breaks through the tackle. Flicked it up to David Lyon. He couldn't take it. The ball's come back. Did it hit a Salford player? But it's Chris Joint that has the ball. Salford forced the line out. The Saints public get behind them. Quick hand there. Ropati again. It went to McCracken. Back to Ropati. The Saints keeping it going. Salford forced to defend. So just outside the Salford 20-metre line. John Neal going crossfield. Solid tackling. I was going to say there certainly didn't look anything in it from our angle, but referee Kershaw judging that the tackle was high. Chips it well and it goes between the uprights. Kevin Ward still out with a neck injury. We've also got Sonny Nicol out with back problems, and also out that are usually in the Saints first team squad. We have Les Quirk, Paul Farber, Phil Beavers, Paul Laughlin, but it's Griffiths coming away. Good ball to Ropati. Dwyer's with him. He gives it to Dwyer now. Lofted ball to Alan Hunt. Let's see what Hunt can do. He should outpace the defence. Burkitt going across, but Alan Hunt will go in at the corner. Well, touch is given, and it must have been an excellent tackle by Burkitt. Just took Alan Hunt right in the corner. But it's a scrum down, Saints feed. Cooper has it. He breaks quickly. Griffith is there with him, but Wayne Reid was marshalling him. Saints play it quickly. Salford moving up. Now with David Lyon. Looking for a bit of action. Brings it over. Takes the dummy. Or gives the dummy and takes the tackle, I should say. Lyon wants to play it quickly. Tony Sullivan at dummy half. Now with Bernard Dwyer. Sees the gap, does Dwyer. Excellent tackling from Salford. Sullivan now with George Mann at short range. Let's see what George Mann can do. Centre field. He's brought down centre field. 10 metres from the Salford line. John Neal from acting half. Bounces off the first line of defence. Last tackle now. Saints are going to bring it over to the left. Salford forced to line out on their own line. Now with Ropati. Griffiths chips it through off the Salford man. David Young gathers it, yes, off his legs. Once Salford put a move together. Ropati gets it away to Griffiths. Jared McCracken gathers it, but Saints losing yardage. But McCracken puts the gas pedal down, brings it up to the halfway line by the centre spot. It looked worse than it was there as Stasica went in for the tackle, but it's Chris Joint. Good ball to Griffiths, inside to Ropati. Must be a try for the Saints. Ropati, oh, superb! Ropati leading Burkitt, a merry dance. And in the 23rd minute, Ropati opens the scoring for the Saints. Well, Lyon there. Excellent kick from Lyon. And now it's another scrum. And John Griffiths wins it. A big gap emerges. Griffiths goes up the centre. Gibson temporarily closed him down. Cooper taking it across field now with Connolly. Out to Alan Hunt. Hunt drives forward. 5 yards short of the halfway line. Dwyer attacked in half. In the last 5 minutes of this half now. The Saints with an 8 points to nil lead. Well, Ropati. And we're playing in stoppage time. Harrison leading the charge, gaining valuable yardage. And Saints will be looking to spread it before the half-time interval. Cooper misses out Joint onto Griffiths. And to Ropati. Now with McCracken. There's the half-time hooter. Saints go in with an 8 points to nil lead. Now with Craig Coleman, cross-field kick. Looking for touch, but it curls in. David Lyon shouldn't have any problem with it. Lyon making a waste. Good run from this fella. Took it well on his own 20-metre line and drove up 10 metres inside the Salford half. We know what blistering pace he does have. Well, Ropati just touching it, the ball going back. Looks though he just slightly overrun it there, Tia, but no damage done. Now it's John Neal bringing it blindside. Looks like Andy Burgess, is it? Taking a knock there in that tackle. Here's Andy Burgess. John Harrison now. Back to Shane Cooper. Well, they missed out John Griffiths and took it to Chris Joynt, but he was quickly wrapped up. Now Connolly moving over from the right to the left. Creating a little bit of space is Gary Connolly. Still held up. Now brought down on the last tackle of this sequence. The ball there with Ropati. Lost it high. And Tia following the kick up. Put pressure on Gibson, but excellent take by Gibson. Midway between the 20-metre mark and halfway, and Saints penalised again for moving too quickly off the mark. Will Salford have a go for goal this time? Well, yes, the Salford crowd tell you that that's over. Well, Saints nearly caught off guard. There's now with George Mann looking for support, and there's Griffiths driving it up the centre. Saints nearly caught off guard as referee Kershaw brought the ball back to the 10-metre line, but Arthur Bradshaw and Jed Stasica there both combining. 49 minutes now. Solid play and a good run. He's kicked 2 goals and had a good run when he fielded the ball in his own 20-metre area. Drove it up into the Salford half. Cooper onto John Neal. Took it well. High tackling again, indicated by referee Kershaw, with John Neal coming through, and there certainly didn't look a lot in it yet again. Now with Cooper, onto John Neal again. Centre field, just outside the 20-metre area, the Salford 20-metre area that is. Now it's Cooper. Short ball to Harrison. He drives it forward as John Harrison. Bernard Dwyer's there, and the Saints putting a move together. Cooper moving it over left, now with George Mann. Shrugs the tackle off to George Mann, but Saints keep it going. Now with Chris Joynt. Back to Dwyer. On to Ropati. Good ball out to Alan Hunt. Can he take it? He can't. Well, he's got Hunters going in touch. He may have stepped in touch, but he didn't have the ball in his hands, surely. He may have lost possession in the tackle, but it's now with Ropati. Looking for that gap, puts George Mann in a big hole. Now with Connolly, out to Alan Hunt. Outside of Gibson. Hunt puts it back to Connolly, but it looks as though it was knocked forward. Last tackle of this sequence. Now with Coleman. Bounces it up the centre, but Lyon gets a favourable bounce. He moves it over to the left and straightens up. Into space is David Lyon. Sidesteps again. Well, he's lost the ball. Ian Blease knocking the ball on. And as you can hear from the homesters, the discontent here of the Salford spectators with their captain. This is the only trouble with a lot of the spectators. We're not immune either. You just make one mistake and the public are, or certain sections of the public are on your back, whereas you've got to get behind your team and hopefully G them up. But this is just something you've got to live with, isn't it? Chatting to a couple of our so-called spectators before I came round to the gantry, and they was on about our props of John Harrison. Well, there's Ropati into a big hole, looking for space. Cooper coming across, yes. Cooper there to the left of the sticks. Excellent play by the Saints again. They scored in the 23rd minute of the first half with Ropati, and now they've scored in the 23rd minute of the second half, courtesy of Shane Cooper. Bounce him down. It's the last tackle of this sequence. Let's see what Salford have up the sleeve. Mark Lee chips it centre. Well, that looks like a try. Got a rebound off a Saints player, and I think it's Andy Burgess that comes up with it. Arthur Bradshaw bringing it away. Saints pressing up. Now with Gibson into a big hole. Gibson just losing his footing and releases the ball. It's out to Tex Evans. McCracken has him and McCracken doesn't let go. But Chris Joint wrapped him up. Now it's Coleman up the centre. Good break. Good support by Salford. Mark Lee it was, but there was nobody on his left, but he gets it away. Salford spreading it. Saints will have to defend here. Jason Critchley coming through to the corner. He gives it to Ford and Ford's in. Superb try by Salford. Let's see if he can level the scores up. Well, it looks all the way. Will it be short? Just falls short. Mark Lee bringing the ball away. Good ball there onto Evans. Evans breaks through the first line of defence. He gets the ball away. It looks as though it had been knocked forward. A slender 2-point lead is the Saints' advantage. And we're talking about just over 2 minutes of the half remaining. At least the Saints are in the Salford half at the right end of the ground, but we know how quickly Salford can break. It's George Mann. George Mann will stick hold of it. Quick play the ball there. Cooper onto Chris Joint. Still going is Joint. He's brought down about 8 yards short. Cooper along the line. Griffiths. Saints will have to spread it. George Mann, he straightens it up, takes it down the centre. Last tackle of this sequence. Will we see a drop goal being lined up? Cooper there, gets it away. Cooper gets the 1-pointer. Salford kick it off quickly. Jared McCracken brings the ball up. 15 points to 12 the score. And McCracken powering down centre field. Over the halfway line. Phil Ford still injured, but McCracken, excellent run from this fella. 35, 40 yards he drove forward. Now it's Griffiths. Griffiths into space. Can he take Gibson on? He can. He's brought down in the 20-metre area. Saints want to quick play the ball. Ropati takes it blindside, gives it to Cooper. Cooper gives the dummy. Has to take the tackle. 30 seconds of normal time on my watch, plus any added time. And Saints in a good position by virtue of the leading by 3 points, and they're all but on the Salford line. Ropati out to O'Donnell. Well, O'Donnell going for the drop goal right in front of the sticks, losing his footing each time. Last tackle of this sequence. Out to Evans. Evans is going to be brought down. Well, he's lost possession, but there's the full-time hooter. After a late rally by Salford, Saints weathering the storm.